What's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. You're a returning subscriber as always, guys. Welcome back, and I do appreciate support. Guys, I told you a story a long time ago in one of my live streams where I said me and a couple of my friends were playing by a railroad yard close to by my house in my neighborhood, and we had opened a plastic bag, and it had the torso of a woman in it. And I had told that story, and it was something I'll never forget. I was in fourth grade, had to be 9 years old at the time, and I didn't think it was real. Come to find out, it was. And it didn't have any real bad effects to me, because I had people around me that were able to explain that the world is not good sometimes. But nowadays, it's almost like things like this happen all the time. Today, we're going to go to Flatbush neighborhood, Brooklyn, New York. Shout out Brooklyn. And a gruesome discovery was discovered this morning by someone, and then police were alerted, where they found the head and torso dismembered of an unknown man in a garbage container out front of looked like an apartment. World is dark, man. Nowadays, nobody has regard for human life, and just everybody's treated like trash by some people that just don't value anything. Here's the story.
We begin this afternoon with breaking news and a disturbing discovery in Brooklyn. A man's head and torso were found in a garbage bag, tossed in the trash outside of an apartment building.
Eyewitness News reporter Jamie Roth live in Flatbush with the breaking details. Jamie?
Right, we're on East 21st Street, and let me just take you here to the scene so you can see what's happening. We have police still here. They've roped off this trash collection area behind the green fence, and they're still trying to collect some evidence. Earlier today, the whole street was roped off. Police say they found a very grim discovery here. An unidentified man, body parts of that man found in a garbage bag. Apparently the man's head and torso were found in the garbage bag, which had in turn been thrown in the trash in front of the building on East 21st Street. Police are awaiting the results of the medical examiner's investigation. The medical examiner will determine the cause of death. There are also investigators still working around the neighborhood trying to gather clues, and people in the area are understandably concerned.
It's sad though what happened in the community, that older people work here, go here for dialysis and stuff. I think it should get better, and that should never happen on a block like this. A lot of cameras is out, kids be here, school let out, it'd be packed with kids every day.
So a lot of concern locally, and of course, more information to come. The investigation is still in its earliest stages. We're live in Flatbush. Jamie Roth, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.
This is the story, and what's known so far. This happened out there, Flatbush neighborhood, Brooklyn, New York. And life goes on. That's the crazy part. Stuff like this used to make national news. Nowadays, it's an everyday occurrence with no end in sight. Now, I do know this for a fact, you know what I'm saying? There are a lot of violent places in the United States, but New York is up there with some of the most sickest, wildest crimes imaginable. They don't call Brooklyn the Brooklyn Zoo for nothing. Shout out ODB. But reason why I told you that story in the beginning, about what I found in the trash bag, it's likened to this, right? We thought it was a mannequin. It looked like it was covered in wax. The body had a waxy figure. It was like the torso of a white woman. She had a breast and everything, right? The reason why I tell you that is things that we see a lot of times, whether it's intentional or unintentional, it has an impact on your life. And it's strange this story hit because I was driving the other day on a highway, and I seen somebody put a plastic bag on the side of the highway. It was just shaped weird. And I said to myself, I wonder what's in that. Who would put a plastic bag on the highway, just on the side of the highway like that? I don't think it fell off of a truck or something, because it would have got hit. You know, it wouldn't have, the wind wouldn't have blew it over there. It looked like it had something in it. So every time I see trash bags somewhere in like isolated areas, I think twice about just getting near it or anything. And that's one of the things that came from that. Now I'm sitting up here looking at this. You're in a place where it's millions of people in the population, and somebody is bold enough not just to dismember somebody. Could be somebody's father, could be somebody's brother, but it's somebody's kid, whether it's a man or not. Had to go missing. People got to be looking for him. Either way, somebody did that and then put this body in a bag, a torso and a head have some weight to it. Carry that from wherever they did the dirt at, and then place it out there in a trash bin where kids walk by back and forth to school. Bodies stink within hours, and not think that it was going to get discovered, or maybe even didn't care. What's even crazier is, I don't even know how they investigate something like that, because a lot of times people do stuff like this and then they'll drive and then dump it somewhere else in the neighborhood that they not even from, to cause further confusion. We live in crazy times, ladies and gentlemen. We do. I mean, it's nothing to see a body laid out somewhere, or people having bodies in their house for a long time, in storage containers and stuff like that, buried in their backyards. That used to be a running joke with comedians. You never know when you live next to a serial killer. Yeah, well, that happens more than you'd like to know it. I remember, I'm going to tell you this real quick. I usually say my stories for at night. I remember I had to be probably 22 years old. And a friend of mine went to Atlantic City for the weekend, and he asked me, he had a puppy, so he asked me to watch his house. And he paid me to watch the house. And I was like, yeah, you know, he had all these video games, all this stuff. This is like before 2000. So I'm watching this guy's house, got his dog there, you know, and people next door move in over the weekend. So they wasn't in the house. They had a bunch of people over there moving back and forth. I seen them. I looked out the window and seen people moving in. And it was like a row home. So like I could hear, you know, the walls aren't that thick. And the girl and the guy got to fighting. And we heard this loud thumping and blood curdling scream just one time. Didn't think nothing of it. The next morning, this happened probably around 11 o'clock at night. The next morning, I woke up, street swarming with police. Come to find out, the guy that was helping the girl move in, part of him helping her move in, supposedly, she was supposed to give him some sex and didn't give it to him. And he beat her within an inch of her life. And I heard most of it. It's crazy how people are. The simplest things set them off. And a lot of times they go way beyond the extremes of sending a message. I'm going to leave it at that. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. It's not like it was when we was kids. You can't just ride a bike past a stranger and not worry about looking back to see if they coming after you, or they going to grab you or do something to you. You can't go to an ATM, make a simple transaction without somebody driving by and seeing you take the money out the ATM and making a quick U-turn in traffic and following you to your house, no matter how long the drive is, just for an opportunity to do something to you. It's just upsetting. See you in the next video. Take care.